I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
Button is pushed.
Flick the bean.
Milk does not know how to flick the bean, okay? Milk is gay. Milk is gay. Your mom doesn't count honey cakes.
And on that wonderful note, 5, 4, 3, 2, cut. Jesus. Hello and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets lower every single week. Your bartenders for this evening are a non-pencil.
Milk fucked his mom.
Milk.
These rumors are unsubstantiated and not true.
Enigmatic Otaku.
I'm here. I'm live. I'm not a cat.
Flamin' Warfer.
Not today, Rape Dwarf. Not today.
Ravage.
We have summoned Shakespeare, I'm sure.
And I am a dead fucking meme. This week, we listened for once in our glorious lives, and we have invited a guest on that you guys have asked for. It's our very, very proud honor to invite upcoming rising star author Ninjadeadbeard onto the cast.
Hello.
It's great to have you here, Ninja.
It's great to be here. So far, I assume.
Now, for those who are tuning in for the very first time ever, hello and welcome. We're a community-oriented podcast where you politely ask the guest, we politely ask them on, you ask them questions, we make them miserable for 2 hours. With that said, we're streaming live on Twitch, but if you want to catch up on previous episodes, be sure to check us out on places like Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Music, wait, that place is dead, never mind, of course, and YouTube, where we have many other shows, including The Screaming Closet, Shitface, Shitfix, and many more shows. 100% of our profits and proceeds go to horse rescue charity, but we'll talk about that more later at the top of the hour. With that in mind, we are streaming live on Twitch right now, which means that we're watching the chat for questions. But we will get to that after we go through the thread of questions. The lovely Anon Pencil is going to be watching the chat. Pencil, what are questions we don't ask our guest?
Hey, if you've watched this before, you know we stay away from politics and religion, long-winded philosophies. We're not going to ask what his social security number. No, you can't know where he lives. No, you can't go to his house. I know you want to fuck him. Please stop. But, you know, nope, none of those are things I will ask, so good luck. You'll have to use the internet like the other old-fashioned people do.
I'd fuck him.
This is already off to a weird start.
Speaking of a weird start, let's start with the normal, everyday, average questions that we ask everyone.
No.
The ones that are tired and boring.
No, you do not.
I don't?
You talk about the drinking word.
That's correct, because we do talk about the drinking word. We have a couple drinking words today, but they're both along the same lines. Please take a nice, healthy, responsible drink. If you hear the words today, pony or ponies, it's the old favorite. This is the hospitalizer. Please drink responsibly. With that in mind, though, back onto it if we don't have any questions from the chat, Pencil.
One.
Oh, go for it.
_, would like to know, how big is your beard?
It's an okay beard. I mean, it's dead, so it's, mostly made out of bones.
But a bone beard.
Well, I mean, skeleton on your face. That's too spoopy.
I was gonna say, usually this question is like, a metaphor for how big is your penis. But it sounds like if you already have a bone beard, maybe you're already doing that.
Yeah, I don't pick up on subtext real easily.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Somebody actually clarified it for us in the chat. Other guy wants to know what's the size of the smallest bottle you can stick your dick into.
I didn't think I'd have to start doing math. Okay.
Snapple, Pepsi bottle.
Yeah, Coke bottle, maybe?
That takes some effort.
Mexican Coke bottles, or...
I'll tell you what. You light a match, you drop it in the Coke bottle, you really quickly put your dickhead on top of it so that the match goes out and creates suction, and it'll just suck that dick right into the bottle, no matter how big it is. Don't try this. I'm not lying. It would work. Please don't actually try this.
I need to do a thing real quick. I'll be right back.
We're trying to not send people to the ER anymore!
No, he did go to do it.
God damn it. Okay, let's get into actual interview questions. Number one, Ninja, let's introduce you to the people listening today, wherever they may be. Who are you and what do you do in this fandom?
My name is Ninjadeadbeard, as far as you know. And I like to write stories about small marshmallow equines.
Very, very choice, very tasteful. Speaking of small marshmallow equines, how did you get into liking the small marshmallow horse equines?
Honestly, it came up in my YouTube recommendation list at some point, and I had avoided it up until they announced it was going to be the final season. And so I saw it and I just thought, okay, you know what? People have told me it's good. My best friend keeps telling me it's good. Why don't I boot it up on Netflix, take a look? And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm willing to die for these ponies.
So you're a recent convertee, eh?
Yeah, basically July 2019 is when I popped my pony cherry.
See, no, that's so interesting to me because it's so common for us to hear people coming on and saying, like, oh, I've been in this since 2013, 2012, like since the beginning, season 1. What was it like for you to be walking in on this community that, without necessarily getting ahead of myself, has already had its heyday?
It's kind of like walking into a bar at 1 a.m. when all the fun stuff has already kind of happened, but you could look around and still, like, just by the stains, that it was a wild ride, and you kind of, I don't know, I kind of felt like what was left, the people who were still here, really embraced me and welcomed me in. So I guess it was nice, if quiet.
It's true. We're kind of like a red light district. We don't turn anyone away.
Because you're elated, because you joined in a bit late. You missed some early fandom arguments people had, like, for example, the color of Vinyl's eyes and whatnot.
Oh, that was an argument?
Yeah, it was. There were other arguments like, can ponies sit like humans? There was, of course, the argument when Twilight got wings, whether Twilight should have wings, whether Spike should be burned in a fire until he was a pile of ash that no longer exists in the series. But that's fine.
I think only one person was arguing that last
You
one.
shut your whore mouth! It should happen! I'm sorry, I'm done.
I was thinking more of the Derpy Hooves voice swap out.
That was much later. But yeah, you missed a lot of the drama. You missed a lot of the drama. What would you say, Ninja, is the biggest, like, show controversy that you've seen? Was it something like the ending sucked, basically?
Yeah, basically. I think Purple Giraffe was...
Oh.
Or Fake Grogar probably were the things that I noticed people getting the most upset about. Oh, outside of Daring Doubt. Daring Doubt clearly is the thing that I think was the last great roaring tire fire.
I remember that.
What's Purple Giraffe?
Twilight when she becomes Alicorn Princess in last episode.
Oh.
Oh, right.
She a necky gal.
She all neck.
That neck. Long neck.
Slam stop.
If she was a stallion, would she have like an Adam's apple in the middle of that long neck?
Moving right along.
Okay, I thought that was an actual question.
What is your favorite part of the fandom as it exists currently? The online community, fanfics, cons, music. What is keeping you here?
Definitely the fanfics. I appreciate all the other stuff, even though I never really got to get involved in any of the cons or in-person stuff. I just love the creativity that comes out in the stories still, even a year after the show was done. So that's kind of why I'm sticking around, just to keep reading and keep writing.
Oh, there's a lot of stories you missed then, buddy boy. Like the greatest story ever, written by
Stop,
the greatest
Enigma.
author ever.
Enigma, stop.
You know,
I know what you're gonna say.
Called My Little Dashie. Maybe you heard of it. Maybe you heard of it.
You sure
Are
about
you-
that? I was thinking about the Tale of Shadowblade.
Anyway, are you aware of My Little Dashie? We're just gonna find out.
I am aware.
Okay. So you at least that has survived long enough that newer people into the fandom at least know of it and probably have read stuff about it, even if they haven't read it.
Yeah, I at least took the time when I first got into, after watching the whole show all the way through, I went to the old Greybeards and asked for their guidance on the old memes as well.
And they taught you the Thum of the Yay.
They did.
Lurk more.
Well, I guess in that terms, then, I have a weird question that I'm delaying getting through these questions and getting to the thread. I'm sorry. But given that you jumped into this when there's almost too much content to consume, and a lot of the old stuff like My Little Dashie, Past Sins, and stuff like that was at a time when people were almost in a drought for fan-related content. Like, it wasn't coming out fast enough, so they just absorbed everything. Is there anything that, in your opinion, particularly holds up well?
I probably have a really warped view on that just because of how late into the game I got, so I don't really know what's held up the most. I guess the oldest stuff I've read that still feels really good, I guess. A lot of the alternate universe changeling stories, I guess. It just seems like they're always different, they're always unique.
That's awesome.
I mean, I've read, Past Sins. I've read a bunch of the old big ones. I feel like a lot of those still hold up, I guess. I don't know what the early fandom was like living in the moment, so I can only look back over the ruins and pick out what's still, what got missed by the fires, I guess.
Yeah.
Fanfiction used to have banners.
It's true. And I think one of the luxuries that you have is that a lot of the old stuff, like a lot of the old Sonic tier high school fan fiction, kind of fell to the bottom of the ocean and left a lot of the cream kind of on top of very easily accessible. And there wasn't as much stuff to really kind of wade through now.
Yeah, you can look at the site statistics and see when we had the largest influx of stories at the time. And man, that was a time. I think it was like 2014, 2015, I think was its peak of like the most stories submitted per day or in a particular, the rate of increase, I should say. That was a time.
But without further ado, let's get through these actual like interview questions so we can get what people actually want to ask you. The show is over. This Generation 4 is over, and we've now seen our first glimpses into Generation 5. As a fandom, as a community, whatever corner of the internet that you reside in, what do we do as fans to remain relevant and strong as a community? Like, how do we stay relevant?
Wow, starting with the big ones. I think, in order for bronies in general, just kind of stay relevant, I guess, give G5 a chance, and
Ooh, that's pretty bold of you to say, knowing where you come from.
Give it a chance, because there's always the chance that Hasbro will have had their entire line of CEOs assassinated and replaced with people who know what they're doing. It's not likely, but it's possible.
From your mouth to God's ears, or whatever the term is. There you go.
So I think staying relevant, whatever that ends up meaning, basically just kind of comes down to remembering G4, giving G5 a chance, and just keep creating stuff regardless of which camp you're in, because I think ultimately content drives most fandoms.
Mm-hmm.
That's so well said. Yes, absolutely.
What I heard was brat, fuck the horse, motherfucker, and I'm in.
Are you talking about fucking the new horses?
Last but not least, number 5, before we jump into the thread, the hardest one that we've got for you, man.
Uh-oh.
Who is best pony?
Trixie.
You fuck.
Like, there's not even a question. There's not even a doubt, not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. Trixie. It's always Trixie. It will always be Trixie.
Show your homework. Show your work. Why is she best horse?
Because she is great and powerful. Ipso facto.
Fuck.
I
Shit,
suppose.
it's irrefutable. I can't.
Man, this I don't even know where to go from there. Like I've just been beaten down by facts. And moving on to the next question, we've got the thread.
Yay!
Arcade Striker JK5 is out in the thread. Let's start with his first question. He asks, number 1, what is your favorite non-MLP franchise?
Oof. I consume so many different franchises. I don't know how I could probably narrow it down, but like, if I gut check, I guess Star Wars.
Star Wars. Okay.
All right.
Original, prequels, or sequels?
Originals.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
You can stay.
Number 2, have you done any fan-related content for a non-MLP franchise?
I have actually. All fan
you-
fiction.
Are you okay?
Yes. Sorry.
All fan fiction. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've written a little bit of stuff for Star Wars and Star Trek under different names and on kind of niche sites for those genres.
Mm-hmm.
And not in the last like 10, 15 years. The most substantial non-MLP fan stuff I did was probably for Bleach, actually.
Whoa, that's a big departure from the ones you were mentioning.
Yeah, I'm pretty eclectic when it comes to things that I like. My weeb days are fairly behind me in the sense that I haven't really been drawn back in by any recent stuff. But back in the day, back in like high school, college, I think Bleach was big. I was into it right up until it lost its fucking mind.
What you mean? Was it season 4
Bleach.
when they just kind of went off the rails for a bit?
Was it the first Dark tournament, or was it the second one, or the third?
It had no tournament, you fucking pleb.
If it had a tournament, I would still be there. No, the fake Karakura Town arc, I think. Like when it just became super boring, except for like the one or two cool characters that were around, and then it just turned into the Captain Superman show for like 100 episodes.
Hey, but hey,
And
hey,
Prime-
Yoruichi though, am I right?
It's actually been so long. Wait, Yoruichi. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a second. It's been that long. I basically wrote a revenge fic for what I thought was the ending, and then I found out, oh no, he just took a hiatus to come back crazier. So I started writing like, no, this was a terrible ending. Everything's wrong and bad, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it right this time. I'm going to be the one to fix everything. And then it came back, and I'm like, wow, this is stupid. Why did I ever like this? So who knows? G5 might come out, and like the next day, I'll just delete my account. Who knows?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Someone's fapped to your stories.
Yeah, and someone will again, I'm sure.
Aw, that's sweet.
The FAP will be
It's-
with you always.
They're not fapping to the one you think they are.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Which one are they fapping to?
The rated E stories.
Yeah.
That's almost all of them. I skimmed through his stories.
Ah,
Number 3, are you a dead ninja, a ninja with a dead beard, and have you fought any pirates?
I have never fought against pirates because I respect them too much. Lovely singing voices, and great dental work.
Okay, that reminded me back in the early 2000s. Do you guys remember, for some reason, people were pitting ninjas against pirates in the early 2000s?
Gosh, I remember, yeah.
I vaguely remember this bullshit. You would have one asshole who'd be like, "Hey, I got a question for you: pirates or ninjas?"
I was absolutely in a dance competition between two crews, and I was on Team Pirate against Team Ninja because I don't know why they just assigned us those names. So,
Huh.
yeah, that was a thing for a while.
That was the weirdest damn fact.
No idea where it came from. No idea where it came from, and it's almost like, you know how every school knows how to draw that little weird 3-dimensional S? It's exactly like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Also,
I think that's true.
around that time also is when high schoolers had those stickers of Water Boy and Fire Boy.
What
What?
the fuck are you talking about?
I don't
Those-
think so. I don't think so.
It was like an anthropomorphized drip of water and an anthropomorphized flame fighting each other.
Enigma, is this just something that you have in the ghetto? Is that
No, I remember it vaguely because it popped up on DeviantArt every so often. Though I don't know how widespread it actually was.
I just have a better memory than you guys.
or I'm older than you by quite a bit, so fuck you.
And you have shit
Or
taste,
we just
to
don't
be
keep
fair.
up with trash trends.
Were they printed on Pogs?
Possibly.
I love the Pog era, so that's better.
That's poggers.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! When I first saw the term poggers, I was like, are pogs coming back? Fuck yeah! And then I checked into it, it's like, oh, it's that! Fuck that! That's not... Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Not Pogs.
My
My
disappointment.
cousin
is
had a
immeasurable.
Pog maker.
What was
so
that?
you're not being the Pog champ, Mr. Rogers thought
Fuck
you
you!
could be.
Fuck you! Ninja? No. Ninja, what were you gonna say?
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Aw.
The lack of Pogs coming back.
Well,
Thank
if you
you,
guys
okay.
if you guys excuse me, I'll be playing with my tech deck over here.
Okay, speaking of ruined days, we're moving on to Jarvie Jared. Blech.
Good
Number
job.
1. What has been the most important lesson you've ever learned, or which one has had the greatest impact on you as a person?
Always wear clean underwear, kids.
Okay, I gotta know. What was the impact this had on you? Why was this something you had to learn?
Why would you want to wear dirty underwear?
I don't know. Maybe you're a filthy whore.
No, that can't be it.
Okay.
To be fair, if it stopped you from getting laid, it was going to be story time. So, you probably saved yourself.
Oh, good.
Number 2. What got you started writing fan fiction, and have you written any outside of MLP? So you already covered the second half, but what got you started writing MLP fanfics?
What got me started writing MLP fanfics? Just in general, I've always wanted to be a writer, and still working towards that. Haven't gotten there yet, but at least for, Pony. It just was kind of the natural extension of me wanting to engage with the fandom. It's kind of my only real talent. So I figured, hey, I can words. Why don't I word more and just add more ponies?
Well, I feel you, man. And you know what? If you word more good, you'll have it physically printed out in paper. There are physical copies of horse fix.
That would be fun. That would be very fun.
It's way easier than you would think. Like, it's stupid easy. Speaking as someone who made a stupid book. But anyway, yeah, it's definitely something you should consider. Number 3. If one is a ninja, but also dead, are they a good ninja or a failed ninja?
Well, considering I am here to speak with people, I suppose I'm a good ninja because I was able to hide from death himself.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. When you were announced as a guest, I misread your name as Ninjadeadbeard.
I thought it was Ninjadeadbeard. I'll be honest. I've been watching like pirate shit and seafaring shit recently. It's like, oh, Pirate Dreadbeard sounds like a good name.
Is this the part where we all sing a pirate shanty for TikTok?
Ooh,
Please.
I actually love shanties, but no.
Love shanties. Don't like TikTok.
No.
I accept this opinion.
Besides, I think I know more sea shanties than all of you combined. So
I
fuck
don't
off.
know any.
What was that, Ralph?
I said you probably do. The only one I'm familiar with is the What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor, and I only barely know that song.
I know that one and Wellerman, and that's it.
I'm not going to rattle off my list, but it is extensive.
I can do those. Dead Man's Chest a little bit. Old Maui.
Oh, you know one. Sorry, that was very exciting. That's not a name you often hear when shanties are named.
I honestly
Blow the Man Down?
I know the tune. I think.
Blow
the Man Down. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
yeah, I'm so mad by the new shanty like fad, just because I was into shanties before they were cool.
Thank
And now
you.
I feel like, damn it.
No,
Everyone's gonna think I'm just hopping on a bandwagon now.
Y'all are forgetting the greatest shanty of them all. You are a pirate.
Oh God.
Yo ho, Triple G. Being a pirate is alright to me.
I mean,
God.
if you really want to get bad, the only fuck, it's not even a sea shanty. If any of you have ever seen Muppet Treasure Island, the beginning song to that movie is my absolute favorite.
Oh, that's a
Shiver
neat
my
one.
timber, shiver my sail.
Yeah.
Yo ho hee ho.
I will say, if you are a fan of shanties and want something a little harder, I cannot recommend Ailstorm enough.
Oh,
Ailstorm is great.
Hmm.
You want metal sea shanties? They're fantastic. They're just pirate metal.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
like, there's a song they did. They're also just big shit posters. They did a song called "P is for Pirate," and it's just the tune of "C is for Cookie."
I think they actually did a cover of "You Are a Pirate," right?
They did. They absolutely did. Yes,
They're treasures.
they are. They are.
Welcome
Anyway.
to the Shanty Cast.
Sorry. Somebody else likes sea shanties. You guys have to like stop me. Please, what are the next questions?
Speaking of treasures, we're moving to Nyla now.
Aw.
Aw.
Number 1, what inspired you to become a reviewer?
Honestly, because I kept spamming reviewers with requests, I kind of felt like, I should give back to a community that has so openly welcomed me.
Mm-hmm.
It was honestly just, you know what, I can actually review things, and I'm at least polite enough not to call someone a dickhead in a review. So I figured, hey,
Well,
that's like half the criteria, isn't it?
Whoa, that's kind of hard.
well, let me make it easier for you. I'm giving you permission to review anything of mine, and you're welcome to call me a dickhead and other such words.
He
Okay.
is dickhead.
You'll regret that, but yes, okay.
I doubt that.
Enigma, be careful. Do you remember once upon a time you told me, hey, it's okay, you can be really harsh on your reviews when you review my story. And what happened?
You wrote down in big bold letters, never breed.
That is correct. I wrote that in your margins after you wrote a really bad sex scene. So beware. Are you asking Ninja to be like this? Because if you have 2 people coming for you like that, can you handle it?
I handle child trying to take my DNA. I think I can handle this. I think I can handle.
Dude,
mean
Enigma,
words.
without context, that statement.
Yeah, you need to.
I just realized what I said.
You fucking retard.
Flam, I have to bleep that now.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No, for context, my niece is trying to pluck at my fucking arm hairs, saying, "I want to know if you're actually my uncle." So she's like trying to take my DNA by taking my hair.
That is not what it sounded like. Hey, some Ninja, welcome to our podcast.
To be fair, Enigma, you shouldn't breed. We're moving on to the next question because
That kid sounds savage.
She is. Oh my god, this kid is savage.
Someone's got to keep Enigma in line.
Yep.
In this case, the child. Number 2. You have a very interesting series in Anarchy. Would you explain this to a new fan who wants to dive in?
Would I explain?
How would you?
Oh, how would I? I really liked the show. I just wish there was more of it. And so I decided I would take the best ship in the show, Fluttercord, and use that as the basis to make a season 10, starting right where Luster Dawn leaves the show.
I see. And in general, like, Anarchy is kind of like one of the flagships of your profile. I was going to say, like, your collective work. Would you consider that kind of one of the things that you're most proud of if people wanted to go check out your stuff?
Definitely, yeah. In terms of it being, I think, the longest story so far. And I don't know, I put a lot of myself into the Anarchy story in terms of like my likes and the parts of the fandom and parts of the show that I really enjoyed. So I felt like it's a very complete product, I guess, if that word applies.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Now then, number 3. Do you like pineapples?
No.
You can stay.
Pineapples are the devil, made fruity.
Why?
Yeah, is this a just on pizza thing or in general?
On pizza specifically, in general, if you mix it with peaches in one of those little like fruit cups, it's okay.
Oh, okay. So
All right, it's time to-
I can compromise.
so you can fucks with like a pina colada is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
time to
I
go
guess.
get my pineapple Fanta.
I mostly stick to whiskey, but yeah.
Fair.
You can really stay. I am for this. I'm for this person. Number 4. Why am I asking a question to a ninja? He's always hiding.
How is that a question? I mean, yes, I am always hiding. I am as a shadow of an echo of a leaf on the wind. That is true.
See how you fly?
I never say that out loud for fear of impalement.
That's totally fair.
Now I'm sad. Last but not least, Nyla says, keeping awesome little heart. Now then, it's time for Muggany, who says, number 1, when?
Now.
2, when will you fight me?
Right now. Let's go, motherfucker.
Number 3, on the playground after dark.
I can't really do after dark. Let's do it first thing in the morning. At the 7-Eleven. Then we can get slushies afterwards.
All right, fine. Number 4, bring your buddies.
I have no buddies.
Oh,
Also, we're in lockdown.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
That's really sad. Number 5, loser has to wear a diaper.
Yeah, I can see no problem with that.
Fair enough. I mean, if people in meat factories have to. Number 6, I'm so shook. I don't even want to ask how your day. I hope your day's not how at all.
Day's been nice, actually. Got groceries. Pet my dogs.
People always ask how your day, but they never say why you gay.
The fuck? Okay.
Truth. That's deep.
That's
Some
why
bro for-
are you gay?
Why are you gay? Why are you running? Sunbro for Life is up next. Number 1, what's your favorite video game?
That is a hard question. It might be the original Halo.
Oh,
Just
Okay.
because I was like becoming a full sapient person when it came out.
I like when you say that. I'm imagining that monkey meme where you see the Halo 1 pistol and there's neuron activity in your brain.
Indeed. Return to monkey unless there's a Halo 1 pistol around.
I call Halo Saloon Evolved because all it is just shooting fucking pistols at each other like a goddamn saloon in the Wild West. You don't need any other weapon, just pistol. It's saloon.
oh, shotgun's
I dig
pretty
it.
good.
I dig it.
Not stabbing people with sword before they can get a shot off. Just saying.
Pencil.
What?
Halo 1 doesn't have a sword.
Well, Halo 1 wasn't the one I played all the time, apparently, when I was little, so there you go. It's been a long time since I played Halo or Halo 2. Like, a lot of years. I think probably 6 or 7, maybe 8.
My first
So-
Halo game was Halo 3, so I'm a true Gen Zer.
Oh, Jesus.
Whenever that
was
one-
fine.
Whatever that group was called that briefly brought Halo back online, the crack thing, that was the last time I actually played Halo 2, I think.
Yeah.
Crack
Shit.
thing?
Some group cracked the code or whatever and just put up a free Halo Online for people who wanted to play Halo 2 online.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's right. I forgot about that. Holy shit.
If I remember correctly, that was part of the reason why they started doing Master Chief Collection was because Microsoft wasn't getting its money. But hell, no, sweet.
I know what the ladies like.
No, you don't.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
What is some of your favorite video game moments?
The first time that I figured out how to do a down smash in Smash Brothers and KO'd someone that way.
Nice.
Becky, let me smash.
Mugny out in the chat says, tell Ninjadeadbeard that his mother has a job and is a well-respected member of the community, and that I wouldn't never have the common decency to look him in the eye as I gave him a firm handshake.
Oh, thank you.
I think he means it in the meanest way possible.
Oh. Well, joke's on you. My mother's a whore. Ha!
That's a job. That's a job.
Number 3. What's your favorite boss fight?
I'm trying to remember the last game I played with a boss fight.
Marauder Shields.
Oh God.
It might have been Mass Effect 2, honestly.
Oh,
Just because I don't play games with bosses usually.
That's fair. Mass Effect's a good series, though.
Unless I played one of the Zelda games, but I have an old man brain, so I don't remember when that was.
There's no neuron activity unless you pull out the Halo 1 pistol.
I just want to know when they're going to make Mass Effect 3, because they haven't made a good one.
Repeat what you said, Priest?
I just want to know when they're going to make Mass Effect 3, because they haven't made a good one.
I mean,
I like this timeline.
I'm not wrong. Why are you mad? I'm right.
Yeah, well, okay.
I just wish they finally come out with an Assassin's Creed 3, because that whole series just stopped out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh my god. And we
Isn't
need to
that
know
one?
what happened in the future, and there was actually a decent storyline going on. Moving on.
I miss it, bros. Every day we fall further from God's light.
Pour one out for the homies.
Nothing is
I'll be
forbidden.
honest,
Everything
I
is
enjoyed
permitted.
Origins.
We also know what else you enjoy. Insert zinger here. Number 4. Any favorite boss fight moments? That kind of same question.
Well, no, because that's in your entire gaming career. Do you have any favorite boss fight moments?
Oh, all right, fair enough.
I guess beating the final boss of Halo 2 for the first time was pretty cool. As I think I was, was that middle school or high school I was in? Either way, that was a cool fight.
You
I
just
guess.
love
So that's-
beating the shit out of that space monkey, huh?
I loved doming the space monkey, yes.
Space monkeys.
I played Link to the Past once, and it was the boss fight with the centipede in the I think it was some sort of sand world, and it had killed me so many times. And I just thought okay, I'm gonna just do it one more time, and then I'm gonna quit.
Oh.
And I backed myself into a corner, and I had my sword ready to do the stabby, and somehow the centipede just glitched and constantly just ran itself in my sword over and over again, and I just stood there watching as it killed itself, and I was like, oh, and it died, and that's how I beat it. I've never technically beaten that boss because it just glitched on me the once.
It just lost faith. It just didn't want to live anymore.
Yep, it was a good day.
Well, okay. Link to the Past was one of my oldest Super NES games, and I played the ever-loving hell out of that game. I love the sandworm boss because it's actually 3 that you have to kill.
Yeah.
And it is a pain in the ass, like she said. It is such a pain.
All right. Next question, number 5. Oh, I haven't got to do this in a while. Number 5. Have you accepted Skeletor, the master of the universe, into your heart?
Skeletor is my lord and savior, yes!
Oh my god.
Oh god, there's 2 of them.
The prophecy came true.
Alternatively, the monarch, because he has the same voice.
This is getting
Yes.
out of hand.
The mighty monarch!
Slay him! Yes.
I'm in.
Skeletor gets a boner. Does anybody notice?
I get a boner looking at Monarch's wife.
Who doesn't?
Speaking of doesn't, number 6. You are in the itty bitty Equin City. What business do you start?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Fucking boom.
They seem to like pancakes.
They do like First of all, you make a ton of fucking money. And then number 2, that'd just be cute. Just like your whole day, so you get to watch the little equine horses eat your pancakes.
Now I think about it. I think only unicorns can make them because everyone else would have to touch the hot stove with their mouths. The hot skillets. Think about it.
Number 7.
You didn't think about it.
Do you even praise,
no.
bro? Enigma, shut up. Do you even praise, bro?
You can't see it, but I am T-posing for the sun. Yes.
Yay!
Hey!
He's got a dominant aura.
Glimmaster's up next. Number 1, could you show us your ninja skills?
I cannot.
Aw.
You can't see ninjas, so.
Oh,
But would it be a ninja skill if you could see it?
That's like one of those paradoxes, isn't it? Because if you can see a ninja, he's not really a ninja.
What if you're a ninja and you're seeing another ninja?
Well, that is why ninja dating is so terrible.
Right.
We can
Isn't
never
that-
see each other.
Isn't that the premise of Naruto?
Want to see me do a shadow clone jutsu? Want to see me do it again?
Ninja speed dating kunai in the dark.
I'm suddenly possessed of the desire to write a story about Naruto just being a dating sim.
Oh, are you forward to?
You wouldn't have to do art for it either.
No.
Those are ninjas. You can't see each other.
Just a dating sim, and it's just little dots at the bottom for the dialogue box every time.
And if you make the wrong decision, you just die.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just instant death.
Does it have a sex scene?
Yes, but it's just another set of ...
The screen
I'm
vibrates slightly.
You wake up in bed next to a log for some reason.
Substitution.
But feeling very satisfied, no less.
You slept like a log.
This log
No.
can turn into a blow-up doll.
Like, would a female ninja get impregnated if she did substitution afterwards?
I mean, it'd be more effective as a distraction than a smoke bomb, let's be honest.
It's true. It'd be like a cum bomb.
True.
I'm sorry. I regret everything that I've said. I'm gonna move. Number 2. How do you make the worst pony become the best pony?
I wouldn't know because I've never written Diamond Tiara.
Oh.
Oh.
No, sorry, I meant spoiled milk. Spoiled milk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Wasn't Milk her surname before she got married to Filthy Rich?
Yes, spoiled milk was her original name.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
deep cut lore right there. Wow.
She is
All right.
bad pony.
She is bad horse. Number 3. Is one of the reasons that you are dead is because that you were a barber for ninjas, and the one time you cut a beard of a ninja in a very bad way, he swore revenge on you, killing you with shurikens afterward.
Who told you that?
Oh no.
Well, it's Glimmaster in the thread, so.
Who talked? Who fucking talked?
Number
Homo
4.
Barber of Seville.
Number 4. What superpower would you like to have?
Flight. Flight just seems like it'd be super cool.
Power
I-
of flight! Does
I
that
would
do
get-
anything for you?
I always get upset because people go, "Oh, I'd like to fly," and I'm like, "Then get shapeshifting instead." But now you can be a bear and you can be an eagle at any time you'd like, and you can fly and you can punch somebody as a fucking bear.
You know, when whenever people make wishes like that, I always think like a monkey's paw situation. Oh, you can fly, but how fast, how high, and can you go down at all?
That's why you get shapeshifting into animals at any time at will.
Yeah, but then the monkey's paw would be you turn into something and you gain its intelligence and you're just that forever.
Oh, that's a good monkey's paw. That's good.
That's a great writing prompt!
I love this. I'm going to write this actually. Like Anon asks for one wish from Celestia, and Celestia lets him be a shapeshifter, but the first thing he turns into is like a fish
Regular
or some
Earth
shit.
pony.
Yeah, regular Earth pony, and he's just like a screaming horse who's confused about why everything looks funky.
I'd read it.
Thank you.
Number 5. Did you, during your life, sit down on your chair and said to yourself, why do I like this colorful equines?
All the time. Every day. In every way.
I still think about that every day.
I have
It's an
good
answer.
news for you.
It's a
Doesn't
question
get better.
it's a question I don't want an answer to.
Mhm.
Because it makes you happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 6. It's time. A very concerned man enters a hospital. He goes to the employee, requesting to see a doctor. The employee points to his left. Fortunately, the concerned person finds the doctor and immediately requests information from him. The doctor tells the man what happened. He gasps in shock. The man goes to a room in the hospital looking for someone. He enters a room with a woman laying in bed, crying and holding her stomach. The man looks sad and decides to hug the woman. It's his wife. What do you call this tragedy?
You didn't read the last line.
I know, it gives it away.
I'm honestly at a loss.
Hey! Yes!
Yay!
Amazing.
Everybody, a sensible golf clap for our guest today.
Oh.
Good
Oh,
job.
that's fapping. Somebody there was fapping, not
Exactly.
No. This is fapping.
Oh God, stop.
What are you fapping with?
Why did I hear something swallow at the end?
Stop, God, stop deep throating cocks, please.
All right. Checking the time.
We got more
have
time.
Yeah, we do. Then we're moving down to our comics,
It's time.
which means it's time to make Enigma miserable.
Oh, that time of the day, huh?
Yes,
It
it's
is
that of the
time.
day where you need to read his terrible. His questions are great. You're just terrible at reading them.
And he's in the chat right now, watching and listening, so do him proud, Enigma.
Oh well, this I'll make it pog-worthy. If you could ship Flash Sentry with anyone other than Tempest Shadow, what would it be, and how much salt would it pairing generate? I'm trying to do his accent. His weird. I can't tell if it's Irish or.
It's Scottish.
Whoa, wait, whoa, was that actually an attempt at Arconix's accent?
I didn't say it was a good. I didn't say it was a good
Jesus,
accent.
just try to speak like a normal person. You have problems enough with that as it is.
I thought you were trying to do some New York gangster or something. What the fuck?
He says
Here,
I don't.
see?
He says I don't sound like that. Jesus fuck.
Just read the guest star question.
Read the guest our fucking question like a human.
Jesus.
Arconic says, if you could ship Flash Sentry with anyone other than Tempest Shadow, who would it be? And how much salt would the pairing generate?
Ooh. Well, if I'm going for maximum salt, your waifu would be the answer, obviously.
Okay,
How
Ember.
dare you.
So Tempest and Ember, I still like that.
An alternative answer, obviously, would be everyone's waifu, in that he would just be the center of a pan-galactic harem.
Oh shit.
Alternatively, I seem to note that a lot of people really like Wallflower. So, yeah, Wallflower.
Yeah.
Just get mad, everybody.
I forgot you're from later. Okay, when Flash Sentry was first introduced to the show, everybody hated him for stealing their waifu.
I still hate him.
I found that out after posting a Flash Sentry story and finding out that everyone hated that one too.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah.
My mistake.
Number 2. You have an extended universe. Was this a deliberate choice from the onset, or did you just stumble across it?
Definitely stumbled across it. I basically just started writing because I was like, you know what? I like the show and I don't care about like weird AU content people keep making for it. So I'm just going to write like episodes of the show. And after a while, I'm like, I've written a couple of these. And I haven't contradicted anything, so why don't I just see how long I can go not contradicting myself? And that's kind of when it started to become its own thing.
Nice.
Awesome. Is there a particular aspect of your verse that particularly sets it aside from the fandom at large? Anything about it you're proud of? Anything you wish was in canon?
The thing that sets it, I would say, sets Anarchyverse apart from the fandom is that it's a no salt zone. I try to just make it pleasant, and like, you know, I'm not going to do fix and talk about how much I hate this character or stuff like that. I don't know if that's very different from the fandom, but it's different enough from some of the threads I've seen. So, and yeah, I am proud of it, I guess. Well, not I guess. I am proud of it. I'm very happy with how it's gone and what I've been able to do with it.
And now, moving on to a rather simple and straightforward question. Speaking of verse, on times immense and immemorial, when Vikings invaded foreign lands, their bright hearts brought a sort of poem, those wonderful brigands. But don't let this fleeting modern form now catch you fooled. Oh no, though it appears but amateurish parts, another what they know. The rhyming couplets don't really matter. They're just a rough estimation of the sort of silly thing they do to supply alliteration. And meter almost met its end. Worlds mangled for the verse to build and fit a better pair and bugger the line ending. But that, aside from the form's your purpose, Enigma's torture. You didn't capitalize the there. Poor lad. It is a role I realize with great enjoyment, despite the ruination of his battered and bruised poor ego. Which brings me to the final lines. Pony, pony, pony. Please pontificate perhaps upon Pratchett's projects, providing Peter Poshlight's perfect playable parts. Do you like chips?
Yes.
Straightforward and straight to the point. Always Arconix is.
Well, you got through it. Arconix heard it in the chat. Let's see if he gives you his sign of approval. But good job, Enigma. You made it.
Only just.
Only just, yeah.
It's funny, he stumbled harder over simpler words than over the really long words that Arconix usually gives him.
Yeah, I think he was scared.
Hey, Priest, I think we have time for Apple Zombies questions before the break.
It's true. Pencil, would you like to ask Zombies questions?
Sure, not a problem. You may know of Apple Zombie. Perhaps, Ninja. Do you?
Yes.
Hey! I figure you two might know each other in some capacity. Apple Zombie wants to know what pieces of literature, books, poems, movies, etc., outside of the MLP fandom really inspire you?
Well, just to get it out of the way, Terry Pratchett, probably one of the major literary inspirations for me, especially in my actual style, which originally if you've read any of my stuff from like middle school through high school, it would all be like bad Terry Pratchett. But I've also been heavily inspired at times by Frank Herbert, Stephen R. Donaldson, and I'm trying to think who else. Eric Flint, actually, weirdly. So Dune, the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant, and the Ring of Fire series. Those guys, I just like their stuff and their styles.
I feel like you've already answered the next question then. I think this was what pieces, like what movies, what books, etc. The next one was what authors outside of the fandom that you look to for inspiration. So I feel like you've answered that well. I'm just going to ask one other thing. What book, one singular book, would you recommend to inspire other writers to write?
Redwall.
Ooh, that's an interesting choice.
Nice pick.
It's a very accessible pick. Is that because you're trying to get people on the hook as fast as possible?
Sure, yeah, let's go with that one.
By strange coincidence, last week I started rewatching the PBS run of the show. I know it's a book series of Redwall.
Have you read the book series at all, Enigma?
I have not. My knowledge.
It's worth doing. I've read some of it. It wasn't quite my vibe, but there were some books in the series that were quite good that I enjoyed.
Child's first furry escapades.
If you think that was my first escapades into furry, you obviously haven't seen fucking Disney movies.
I'm talking about kids
Pretty
in
much.
general because it was on PBS.
Yeah, no Disney movies. Lion King, come on. You are a child of the Lion
yours
King
was
era.
Lion King, Mark.
You have a no. For me, it was definitely like the Robin Hood Fox.
Yeah, I was gonna say would
Yeah.
Robin
Yeah.
Hood be the first?
Yeah,
And
that
the
was
Feel the Love Tonight.
gross. I hate it. Apple Zombie also wants to know. They sometimes say, "Write what you know." First of all, who are they? Then, in what ways does your writing reflect this truism? In what ways does it not reflect this?
Well, first of all, they is in reference, obviously, to an international conspiracy of people who
Sorry.
want to spread trite statements and pass it off as wisdom or common sense.
Oh, Twitter! Got it!
10 out of 10.
And in the way that it's
Oh.
true, I have been to Equestria. It is
Oh,
a
fuck.
lovely place, and I have had sex with all of your waifus.
How dare you?
In truth, honestly, I don't think it's always a truism. I think it's more a good idea that you should know about what you're going to write about, like even if that's just through secondhand research. Like Robert E. Howard wrote Conan, and I'm pretty sure he never decapitated an eldritch horror in his life.
Mhm.
I mean, he boxed, but boxing doesn't translate all the time to delving the dark jungles and slaying inhuman horrors. And
Not with that attitude. No, but I really respect that. Research is such an important part of writing. I don't think people realize that, especially if you're writing from a perspective that is wildly different than your own. So I do think that is important. But I also don't. I also want to caution people out there who write. Write what you know does not mean write about your friends and include them in all your stories. Trust me, that will come back to bite you someday.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you. If you write about all your friends, it's gonna come back to bite you because at some point you're gonna write something about somebody that they don't like and they're gonna know it and it's gonna be bad.
Are we speaking from experience?
Yes.
I've witnessed this happen on many occasions and I've tried to warn against it. It is something that will happen. Write about what you know. Okay, I'll write about my experience with this. Experience gets published, people involved in experience. Hey, what the fuck? Oh, this is not something I should have said anything about. So, I approve. Research good. Only writing what you know bad.
What is the freaking what's that quote that says you don't really know how poorly people write about subjects until they write about something you're well versed in?
Yeah. Ninja, have you ever had to do a large amount of research for something you've written for MLP or otherwise?
I feel, yeah, no, I guess I have. I feel weird going through the MLP wiki research, but yeah,
That's research.
I
That's
do that
still
too.
research. And
yeah. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, do you think that was a good experience? Do you think that helped?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Just because I blasted through the show and I loved it, but sometimes little details escape me, and when I realized that I was about to make a horrible mistake in like lore or continuity, it was good to have the wiki to fall back on to remind me, oh wait, yeah, that makes far more sense. That's something people who are reading the story are not going to get tripped up by if I remember that correctly.
Makes
So just
sense.
it's good for just making sure everything is like, yeah, common knowledge. Everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Get everything copacetic and so on.
All right.
Fifth grade words.
All right. I believe it is about that time, Priesty Pie.
It is. It is halfway through. Hey, Pencil, we haven't done an ad in a while.
Oh, okay, Priest. What are we gonna do our ad about?
We're going to talk about Red Wings Horse Sanctuary.
Really? What's that?
I don't know.
God damn
Thank
it!
you for
Okay.
listening to the Bark.
No, fuck you. Okay, Ripping's Horse Sanctuary is a horse sanctuary in central Southern California, and they take care of horses that have either been abused or displaced, or that their owners can no longer take care of them. They rehabilitate horses who are severely injured or have gone through trauma, and they're just really all-around good people. Well, we here at the Barcast, we sponsor a horse called Lil Bit. All of the money donated to us, either through our Patreon, through bits, or other donations, goes straight to them. And last year, I think we donated almost $1,000 to them.
Yes,
So-
and
And
the ways that you can help with that is by checking out our Patreon. We have the best money-losing scheme on the internet. You send money to the Patreon, we send it directly to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary in our name. Does that sound stupid? Yeah, it is. And the way that you can aid our stupidity is by checking out the lower right corner of our Twitch page. There's a little bits icon. You can watch a small ad, get free bits, and donate it to us, and that comes to us in the form of a paycheck that we also send to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary. We make zero money. We make no money off the con appearances we do. We make no money based on this, anything that we do. 100% goes to actual real horses. Last year we were able to help Little Bit get some doctor's appointments and some hoof shoes replaced. That's what
farrier. They hired a farrier. That's the term they're
Yeah.
looking for.
Hopefully this upcoming year we can do even more, like buying them hay. And, maybe we can go out there and actually interview a horse. Does that
And get
sound
them
like a terrible
hookers!
And
It's
pay
true.
for their vacation.
Let's get the horse some hookers. Also, if you donate bits, it will show up on here, and at the end we'll announce whoever donated the most bits live on the stream.
We also have a new tier on Patreon, even though it's not really said on it. If you join the Patreon at a certain tier, not only do you get Discord benefits, but you can be randomly selected for our game nights, which we record and put up on the YouTube channel. It's a lot of fun, and you have the opportunity to call us assholes out on the internet, which we are. So, without further ado, enough of our fapping. Let's get back to Ninjadeadbeard.
Assuming that Ninjadeadbeard isn't in the toilet, unleashing the lizard, so to speak.
I've never left.
Excellent! You peed right at your desk. Thank you for doing that. Very considerate.
That's why we have bottles.
I mean, Mountain Dew is probably your best one.
Is that why you get your dick stuck in a bottle, Priest?
Moving on.
Yeah.
Micah is up next, someone that is new to the cast. Great to see you here, Pinky Smiley Face. Number one, what are your thoughts on Trixie?
She's great and powerful.
Go off, Queen. Go ahead. Like, what do you like her ass? Do you think she has a cute smile? Do you want to put your fingers in her ears and tickle her so she giggles? Like, tell us about it.
I like Trixie because there's an inherent sadness to her. I'm sorry for getting serious for a second.
No,
Right
please.
ahead, please.
Well, she's trailer park trash.
Enigma, let
yeah.
our guest talk about it.
No, that's kind of it. She's a homeless person who travels around the country doing fake magic, using real magic to pretend to be doing fake magic. Like, there's just so many weird little things about her that... and the fact that her dad is working in the Vegas Strip, or Las Vegas Strip, and the only time I think we've ever seen her mother was in a flashback. So, I guess just I got a feeling from the character early on, like, wow, that ego of hers is literally a paper tiger. It's like, if you pushed her over, she would shatter. It's all she has left, because secretly she has no self-esteem. And combine that with the fact that she's involved with show business, which full disclosure, I've actually done stage performing when I was younger.
Oh, fun.
But I've always had a weird, romantic idea about it, just because of how many superstitions are around the profession and how much of this weird sort of spiritual aspect there is. So it always felt like, yeah, if you're a part of this sort of brotherhood, there's almost a magic there about it. I think even Terry Pratchett, one of his wonderful books, made a point that plays in a weird way have more magic than any wizard. because one play can completely change reality. Macbeth, the historical Macbeth, was actually kind of just a regular old guy, and Shakespeare made sure that forever this regular ass Scottish guy would be remembered as a monster. So, like, there's something weirdly magical about Trixie in the sense that, yeah, she's a part of this weird profession that has all these cool dynamics around it that interest me, and the fact that I feel like there's just something tragic about her and about her entire existence. So I just want to know what makes this poor thing tick.
While you were talking, I think I realized how exactly she actually makes money.
Oh,
If you make her sexy, I'm gonna.
No. So she travels around Equestria in a car, right?
yeah.
She goes anywhere, right? Unlimited access to anywhere. Well,
Yeah.
what if her smoke bombs weren't actually smoke bombs? What if she was distributing something in that gas?
Enigma, I know what's going on in your home life right now, and this makes me really sad. This makes me so sad that you just said that. This makes me so sad that you just did that. I'm so sad. Why?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her.
See, I figured he was going to be like, oh, she's a spy and she's trading secrets. No, we're going with cocaine.
Everyone in the crowd gets a dose.
Ass to ass.
I mean, that would explain why people are so happy to see her when she shows up, even after all the shit she's done.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh god. There's something to be said about people going to see a fake magic show when they know that real actual magic exists in Equestria. It's all a front.
Cocaine is magic, motherfuckers.
That's G5. All right. Number 2. When will the Trixie in your profile pic ever be happy? You know, if you scrunch up your face for too long, it will permanently freeze into that shape.
She will be happy when I find another picture of her that I like enough to put up.
That's a very fair answer.
I like the one where she's screaming in the bubble.
I could go back to the weird Tempest Trixie fusion I was rocking a couple months back.
That could be cool.
Do you still have it? I want to see this.
Yeah, I don't know where you want me to put it.
Just put it behind the counter.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is probably one of my favorite little like Trixie icons that I've seen somebody use.
That's very cute.
She looks bald.
Milk, show the people.
That's the one I mentioned, but nah, we're waiting for our guest to show that one.
She looks like a little emaciated goblin.
Why are you on goblins today? Like, you're just so stuck on goblins. Jesus. Damn it, Flam!
You shit. That's a gnome.
Oh,
I love
what?
it! I love it!
Okay, that's kind of cursed, but I love it.
Oh,
10 out of fucking 10, I'm in!
It
Why
took
does
like
that-
1,000 hours in paint to get.
Oh,
that.
you made this?
Yes.
Blurst AF, good job.
Why, okay, so why does she have Twilight's cutie mark?
Because I had an idea for a story where, in a timeline where Tempest did not lose her horn to that Ursa, but Trixie did.
So
At some point,
right.
Trixie would be taken in by Twilight, and they would basically Twilight would be slightly crazier in that timeline because she felt guilty for not saving the day in time, whereas Trixie would eventually learn to live in a world where she couldn't do magic anymore and would kind of accept Twilight eventually as like her bestie.
I like how in this alternate universe, Trixie grew a couple inches because her growth wasn't stunned by constant inhalation of magic cocaine.
Definitely. Guard training was really good to her. Doing
Awesome.
push-ups.
Awesome.
Number 3. How long did it take for you to write your most popular one-shots, such as Waffles, Twilight You're Immortal, etc., from conception to final publication?
People are going to get really mad, but my one-shots literally take a day. to go from conception to publication.
Yes.
Girl,
I
same.
am so happy I'm not the only fucking person who does this. Why do people get editors? No, I'm joking. That's actually an important part of the process. But no, like,
It's
fuck.
so upsetting to me, honestly, because like the stories I really care about, all the adventure stuff I write, I'm like, I agonize over every detail for like weeks or months as I'm writing it, and then it's like, waffles go burp, and and that one
We weren't ready. Sorry, he wasn't ready for it.
and that one just blows up. Twilight You're Immortal, I wrote like 99% of it in one day, and then I held off for months as I didn't know if it was going to be good. But technically, yeah, that one was also just, one and done. Threw it out there, and people seemed to like it for some reason.
Oh my god. When you said waffles go burr, I immediately saw like the stonks guy going Fauncher Burks. Just like the feature box. Just like, oh god. I want that picture now. I want someone listening to go make that meme. I love you guys. Alright. Number 4. Do you call yourself a slow writer, fast writer, or a procrastinating writer?
Procrastinating writer, definitely. I generally spend most of the day staring at a white screen, and then somewhere around 10 or 11 at night, I will suddenly just, okay, I'm going to pop out 3,000 words now. And then
Dude,
crash.
same. Fuck. Same.
Mental constipation.
It's awful. I wish I could write at a reasonable rate an hour so I could sleep, but I just can't.
Soon I should start sacrificing sleep for the sake of finishing stories.
Don't unless you're going to finish Office Love.
That's the plan. This got weirdly quiet. We're moving to the next questions. Jammer is up next. Number 1. What's it like to write? Any tips, tricks you wish you knew when you started?
There's a lot of vibrations and occasionally really nice clicks if you have a mechanical keyboard. That's kind of what it's like. Tips, tricks, or things I wish I knew. I wish someone had told me right off the start that writing is easy since all you have to do is sit down at a typewriter and bleed. Because
Hey, I know that
honestly-
quote. I
Yeah,
know that
because
quote.
honestly, like the only tip I can ever give that's universal is you have to write. If you're always planning, you're never writing. If you're not writing, you should be reading. Because the more you read, the better your writing will get because you'll see other examples of how to write, and the more you write, the more you actually will get in the process of figuring out how to write. So, write more. That's it. That's the best tip.
I see you are fond of Hemingway.
I am. One of my favorite teachers I ever had always said there's 2 types of writers. There's a Hemingway writer and there's a Steinbeck. There's a Steinbeck writer. You're either good or bad. That's how he put it.
Ooh, that's rude.
Oh,
That's
God.
rude.
Oh yeah, but I thought it was
I-
funny because my sister hates Steinbeck, so I troll her with him all the time.
I like both because I'm awful.
I have to ask, favorite Hemingway book?
I actually like more of his short stories.
Fair. Aggressively fair. Aggressively fair.
I think the Kilimanjaro one was really good. I think that was the best one that I've read.
I would argue that if you haven't read The Old Man and the Sea, you should read The Old Man and the Sea.
Okay, true story. My sister is I have a sister. We're both nerds and we both love reading all that stuff. I just remember she stayed up really late once in high school to write an Old Man and the Sea report for a really hard-ass English teacher. And the first thing I asked her about it when she was like, okay, it's done, it's 3 a.m., like, I'm going to just have a cup of coffee and wait for school to start. And I'm like, oh, cool, okay, so you read the book. What'd you think of the Jesus allegory? And she fucking flipped.
How dare you do that to her, you evil person!
She never saw it. She read the whole thing. She did a whole allegory analysis, and then she was like, wait. No. She doesn't read books anymore, and I think that's possibly my fault.
That's so mean.
I respect you, but also hate you.
Thank you.
You either die in Emerson or live long enough to become a Thoreau.
Ooh.
Two writers I dislike.
I very much don't like Emerson. Number 2 from Jammer. If you were given 33 drinks of your choice every week, would you give Nighty a place to stay at or near your home? Nighty being the administrator and creator of Finpic.
That is a very strange currency to rent a room with. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd say yes, but I'd ask for some of his Finfic meat bucks.
Finfic meat bucks?
Meat bucks.
I'm fine with that.
Hey, it's not Fortnite bucks, so I'm in. This is fine. Number 3. Are you aware of the OC Thing Pony?
I've seen it once.
I got you, fam. I got you. Hold on, it's fine. Hold on, let me make sure I know how to do this. Is it Thing Pony or Thing Pone? Let's find out.
E.
Thing Pone.
With the letter E. There you go.
There she is.
Would you hug Thing Pone? Would you kiss them goodnight? Would you tell them that every little thing is going to be alright? Would you fuck it? Or would you snoodle boot them and let them be your roommate?
I can at least say that I would give her head pats and protect her smile.
Aww.
Have you seen John Carpenter's The Thing?
I've only had Thing Pone in my life for 2 days, but if anything happens to her, I'll kill everyone in this podcast and then myself.
Have you seen John Carpenter's The Thing?
Once, like 20 years ago, vaguely.
It's worth a rewatch. It's really dumb a lot of the time, but it's worth a rewatch.
I remember watching a special on the special effects, so like, I appreciate the special effects, if nothing else.
Oh, absolutely. The combination of vague CG-like stuff and practical effects is really top-notch. I will stop ranting because you're talking about all the things I like.
Of course, it's a recent film. It's a recent film coming out in 2011 and whatnot. But
how dare you?
It's one of those pills. It's one of those movies that really leaves just a hole in your chest.
We're talking about Thing, not holes.
Questions?
You make me bust a gut.
No, stop questions
We're not
now.
talking about aliens, I don't think.
No.
We're on fire right now. Number 4. Will pink fluffy unicorns be the best cuddle bugs?
I mean, that's theoretical. I would say no, if only because Thorax and his changelings are the king of cuddle bugs. That's a terrible plug for a story I really liked reading.
Aww. What story?
King of the Cuddle Bugs.
Aww.
Oh, that's you.
No, I never read it. I just read it. It was really sweet.
No. You are king of cuddle bugs is what we were saying.
Oh.
It's because we like you and you should stay.
I am cuddly.
I remember everyone's reactions when the changelings were infected with the gay.
Speaking of the gay, number 5. Choose one. Chest floof, hoovesy fluffs, or ear tufts.
Yes.
Nope, you got to choose one and one only. All others are gone for eternity.
I reject this line of questioning.
Oh yeah, wait. There's another option. I get to do this because you're.
Oh my god! It's been so long.
It's been so long. Okay. Here on the Barcast, every multiple choice question, killing yourself is also always an option. So the answer is get rid of chest floof, hoovesy tufts, or fluffs or ear tufts. One of the you have to choose one, or you can kill yourself.
Well, I gotta kill myself, I guess.
Killing yourself is always an option. Boom! We haven't done it in so long.
A real hero. A real equestrian hero.
Disclaimer, please don't actually kill yourself. We love you. Please don't. There's always help. Do not do that.
We have enough reasons to not sleep at night. Please don't do that.
Yes.
Number 1, from Fraggles. How do you feel about the G5 announcements?
To be honest, I am not optimistic in the slightest, but I'll always give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a shot. It looks like it's well animated. It kind of looks like the Dr. Seuss animation team worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
And those actually look good, even though they're usually complete and utter garbage movies. I was very upset with the whole everyone you liked before is dead and nothing about what they did matters. That didn't come across really nice for me. But like I said, I'm hopeful that it won't suck, but like all the information I've gotten so far is pretty negative.
I mean, on a long enough timeline, nothing you do matters. Okay, here's your nihilism for the day. But with that in mind, let's say I haven't seen any of the G5 stuff. What about it specifically do you not like, other than like the animation? Because what's gonna make or break this show, in my opinion, is gonna be the writing. If it is very clearly written like G3 or G3.5. Oh God, I just threw up a little in my mouth. It's not going to work. But if it's written similarly enough to G4 that it's tolerable, it might be fine. Like, prove me wrong. Change my mind.
Like when they first announced that the main character is going to be an activist, I was a little worried, not because of any political thing, which I'm not going to bring up.
Right. Yeah.
But it was purely because whenever a studio tries to go in for something like that and they make that the big selling point, it's not always, and again, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, but a lot of times, just the track record has been big studios don't understand how to do those things well if they make that the centerpiece.
Right.
So I'm just worried, like, okay, don't make the main character too preachy. Just the preachiness of anything is going to upset people. Because it's usually hard to write well. I hope, in terms of the writing, that they give a good explanation for why this is going to be the G4 universe, but they've apparently thrown out all the things that made it G4.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they don't just make it that, oh, the heroes from before have failed. They sucked. Because I've seen a couple franchises do that, and it typically does not end well for the franchise. So I'm just hoping that whatever they do, they just don't shoot G4 in the process. That's it.
I think that's fair. And I think there's something to say about, like, one of the things that was interesting about G4 is, like, obviously, I don't want to spoil this for anyone, but the show is kind of about friendship a little bit.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, no, it's kind of a big thing. Like, it's a Jesus allegory. But, that said, think about where the show started. Like, it started with Twilight not giving a shit about friendship. She's like, I literally don't need friends. I'm just going to study magic, and that's my thing. I'm going to be the best wizard frickin' ever. And, she gradually changed her mind over time. Whereas, if we're, once again, kind of towing the line, trying to be careful here, if they're an activist, you have to have something that is so unambiguously like, yes, this is an obvious thing that should be good, that the message falls hollow. Or if you go in the direction of, like, you're something that's, like, even a little bit daring, that, I mean, you're going to create that kind of stir and that controversy, which maybe that's what Hasbro wants. Hasbro... Go ahead.
Grace, what you're describing happened already in the show, kinda, to a degree.
Go on.
Remember the Young Six when that character voiced by Maurice LaMarche?
Okay.
Remember, it was like, oh, power should this power should only belong to the ponies. Fuck those other guys. Fuck those other species.
Right. And do you think that it was a good message and it rang true and people actually ran along with it? Because I don't think it did.
Zambar fucked Yona.
Good on him.
I think anyone would want to fuck you.
Anyone who can tap ass that's like fucking 4 times larger than him is not to be trifled with.
I'm just saying the moral of G5 should be is get laid.
Yep, I think that's fair. I think that's fair, and I think the boards will probably agree with that in some capacity.
Moving on. Number 2. We have a How Does It Make You Feel? We got a picture. We got a comic. Fregel shows this comic. How does it make you feel? Just posted it here in the back counter.
You know, that makes a little too much sense and kind of touches on a lot of my misgivings about G5. So, good.
The only way I could see this working is if they invented the internet in Equestria.
I think
instead of Twitter, they got Flutter. All right, got it.
You guys know DWK, I assume.
Oh yes, we love him. We want him on this cast. He doesn't respond to us because he doesn't love it. But
answer our fucking tweets and emails. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, now you just reminded me entirely of his metaphor for the Kirans.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. This is what happens when you get the internet. You have a literal flame war.
To be fair, though, I like the Kieran episode. Even as Mimi and like lack of what's the word where it's obvious and everyone obviously knows? Lack of subtlety. Yes, that. Like I really like it.
Pretty song though.
It was a great song.
My favorite episode of DWK was the one where the entire thing was a song about how Celestia is a terrible actress, but Twilight wants to tap that ass.
Anywho, there's a very important question next for you.
Yes, number 3. What do you think of crotch boobs?
Anatomically necessary.
But okay. Real horse crotch boobs do not look like crotch boobs like Milky Way crotch boobs.
Okay, there's no wrong way to fantasize.
There is no wrong way to fantasize, but just to be clear, they do not look like that. They actually look hilarious if you've never seen them.
I actually grew up on a farm, so I have.
So you know. You know. Okay.
Yeah, they are not as appetizing in real life.
They just look like little nubs.
Can we show animal tits?
Everybody likes a washboard once in a
I
while.
think we can show animal tits. Hold on, let me get some.
Yeah, get animal tits. Let's show
just
getting tits screen.
Pencil, just open up that animal genitalia folder on your computer.
No, that's my old computer.
I'm very surprised you were able to get it up that quickly.
I mean, that's not... okay,
That's
if there's one thing you learn about me today, it's that I can always find you information or pictures of animal genitalia at any time.
Would that be your cutie mark?
Oh, God! I hope not. I was hoped it would be types of cheese, but oh, no!
Wouldn't it be exploding testicles or vomit?
Maybe vomit. It might be vomit.
Speaking of vomit, number 3. Is Sparity canon in your heart?
I mean, Sparity is just canon. I don't know what to tell you about that. If you watch the last episode
He told that bitch
again,
to be gone, thought.
If you watch the last episode, notice that she's always staring at him.
I thought so.
Town bike's got to ride everything, right?
No. I thought okay, maybe I've just hung around monochromatic too much, but I thought Rare Twi was canon. I seriously thought that was canon.
I mean,
Rarity Twilight is not canon. No.
Rarity values all the things about being a princess that Twilight seems to hate. So I
thought Twilight was sexually attracted to books.
That's true.
There's that as well.
Reminding me of somebody.
Now put away the titties.
It's true. Number 5. Pick 3 members of the Barcast. Who would you fuck, marry, kill?
Big Mommy, Anon Pencil, Flame and Warfare.
Whoa, what? What?
I've heard my name. I'm now invested.
Picked entirely at random, but I think it could work.
Nailed it. Because Milk would love to be fucked. Flam is marriage, but Flam is easy to kill. Well, actually, no, he works out.
Yeah, no, he is probably buff as Barcaster. You'd have to fight him.
He'd be a worthy challenge.
Well, to quote the legendary New Jersey philosopher Carl from Aquadine Hunger Force, someone will shoot you, and where will your muscles be then?
This is true.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
Nothing matters.
Number 7. Is there a piece of Safe for Work fan art you'd like to share?
Like fan art that someone made for me, or fan art that I've made? Because the best
Yes.
I've probably made is that Trixie Tempest thing.
That's
The
nice.
answer is yes.
Priest, you missed a question.
I did? Where?
Pick
I
your
did.
favorite show character.
Yes, okay. Pick your favorite show character. Imagine them in the normal, anthro, and human forms. Which would you fuck, marry, kill?
Trixie, fuck human, marry pony, kill anthro.
This is the correct answer.
This is the
It
objectively correct answer.
Yes.
All right. Number 8. Is there a episode or movie you would rewrite, and how?
Oh shit.
The weird thing is, I'm way too positive about the show most days because, like, you know, people might complain here or there about certain episodes or certain seasons, but for me, it's like, it's all fucking pony, guys. I love everything. If I had to pick one, it would either be the season 8 finale, just to increase the consistency of what actually the threat was, because I felt like at times they said, "Oh, magic's gonna go away," and other times, you know, like ponies seem to still have some magic even up to the ending. So I'm like, I might tighten that up just to be a little more consistent internally.
Yeah, I think that
What-
makes sense.
What I would do is if I would get the movie and I would make more sexual implications between Twilight and Pinky. More than they already were.
Hey, Twilight, you want to give me a pinkie pie?
We're just gonna move along because I don't like this shit.
Yes, please.
Number 9. I don't really know who you are, but if the cast brought you on, you can't be that bad. Oh, that's a mean. That's a zing. I hope you have a good remainder of your day.
Someone
wherever
quote
you
that
are.
somewhere, please.
My answer to that would be the cast were blackmailed into doing it by hacker groups. I am that bad, and while I might have a good day, whatever is left of it, most of it's going to be spent prepping for having to run D&D tomorrow. So it's not going to be that great.
You're not far off. Indeed, we are getting blackmailed by the mysterious hacker known as 4chan.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Oh no.
He
Flam.
knows.
It happened, Flam.
Yes, it did.
J. Edgar Hoover.
It's either J.
It's
Edgar
time.
Hoover or Sam Hyde. It's one of those two.
That said, it's a little bit of a Stockholm Syndrome hostage relationship. Now then, we have questions from Anon Pencil.
Oh, do we?
Yes, we do. Pencil, do you want to ask your own questions, or should
Sure.
we conscript rap? Okay, it's you. Go.
I want to ask my questions. I have to do my sexy voice, quote unquote sexy voice.
Oh,
If my mic will pick it up, of course. So, Ninja, we have some questions for you today.
Oh my.
Number 1. What would you whisper into a vagina?
The aristocrats.
What would it whisper back?
GG, no re.
I had trouble maintaining my cool at that answer. Great job.
That might tie for the best answer we've received to that question before.
he turned himself into a pickle.
No, I think the best one we've heard was.
Oof.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
a high pedestal to reach for, yeah.
It's time to shut the fuck up now.
Next question. And it's the most important one, because I will judge you on this. Who is best starship captain?
Cisco.
Defend your incorrect answer.
Because no one besides Cisco, except maybe Kirk, would have punched Q in the face. And quite frankly, Cisco would be best friends with Kirk, and therefore, if Kirk was the correct answer, I'm basically correct by 1 degree off.
You're not choosing Picard, and that is incorrect. However, your reasoning to why Cisco is awesome is good, and I will accept it.
Yay.
That's all. I can take that off now. I'm gonna have a drink. Actually, no, wait. Hey, guest. What are those little, like, equines with 4 legs? What are those called?
Ponies?
Yeah! That's the one.
Yay! All right, now it's time for questions for Alex _. It's time to spread the love. Flam, they're all yours.
Alex _ all right. So he says, number 1, what's the worst thing you have ever had in your mouth?
Black licorice. And by extension, Jägermeister.
I'd honestly agree with that. I only like Jägermeister when I'm sufficiently drunk and my taste buds have been dampened enough for it, because it's amazing to keep the drunk going.
Am I the only one in here who likes black licorice and Jaeger?
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good with Red Bull for a Jaeger bomb to start off the night or to keep the night going at a specific time. By itself, though, anyone who I know not to fuck with you, because if you drink Jägermeister for pleasure, then you are not to be trifled with.
I mean, I don't drink it regularly. I'll have a shot and enjoy the flavor, and that's about it.
So you even enjoy the flavor. Jesus, man.
Hey, I knew somebody who got drunk off that shit, and the aftermath was not pretty. So fuck that.
Well, all right then. Number 2, do you feel hopeful for the future? Wow, we're going deep, Alex.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. .gif.
Well, hopefully he'll come and talk with you again. Number 3, what's the funniest shaped cloud you have ever seen?
I saw a cloud that looked like your mom.
You couldn't see it, but I dabbed.
Excellent.
I hate you. Fuck you, Flam. Go die.
Hey, priest, did you know Steve Jobs died of ligma?
I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Indeed. A lot of people ask who Steve Jobs was, to which I reply, ligma balls. Number 4.
Joke isn't funny. Move on. Yeah.
Move on your mom.
Got him.
You also couldn't see priest, but I dabbed. Number 4, do you prefer being alone or being around other people?
Honestly, I kind of alternate between it. Sometimes I like being alone. Other times I like being around people. It honestly just depends on the time of day or the day in question.
I feel that's the proper answer. There's a lot of people who say they love they like almost fetishize being alone, and they fall in love with that one edgy quote that's just like, when you realize how addicting it is to be alone, you never want to go out and meet people, and I think that's bullshit.
My favorite person is Tyler Durden. Really? That wasn't funny? Okay, sorry.
Nope.
No.
I don't know who
A lot of misses today, huh?
Indeed. I'm just like I'm missing Flutter Priest's mom.
Just guys.
Number 5. Number 5. Why won't you let me go home?
Because you won't put the lotion on, and if you won't put the lotion on, you get the hose.
Number 6. As we approach spring, what's your favorite time of the year?
Winter. It has the best holidays. It's usually got the best food. It's got the best carols.
But it's cold. At least in this hemisphere.
So it's also got the best weather, yeah.
Also the best colors.
Get out. You don't need weather to cuddle.
There's cuddling weather.
You need to come to 8,000 feet and see how true that statement isn't.
I'd love to come at 8,000 feet.
Yeah, come at 8,000 feet where it's like, minus 60 up there, and then it'll be like throwing boiling water and freezing weather. I could watch my jizz just like, crystallize over as it...
Hey, this isn't Siberia. It's only negative 30 on the coldest nights.
Have you guys seen that video where the kid, I think, scalded himself? Because he boiled water and then tossed it out in the snow, but it fell on him?
I
Dumbass.
hate everything.
And he
about
falls on the
this.
ground
Let's move
screaming.
That sounds like that sounds hilarious, actually.
on. Let's continue on.
What is your favorite album ever?
Abbey Road.
Ooh,
That's a
classic.
solid fucking choice.
It's
So
either
lit-
that or White Album.
Really?
Yeah. Big Beatles fan.
I can tell. I'm surprised I haven't seen like more Beatles stuff in your work. A lot of people, when they have a favorite band, they put references, or favorite music in general, they put references in their titles. Have you thought of doing it?
I honestly don't know what I would do with that. Like what kind of puns I could come up with.
It is hard to imagine.
I'll definitely think about it from now on.
Fucking.
You thought of something stupid, didn't you?
No, look.
What did you think of?
Priest saying imagine. Yeah, Priest did the joke. It was dumb and stupid, but it caught me by surprise.
Good gerb.
John Lennon made a song called Imagine.
Yeah, I if I could, I would hold your hand right now. But I want to hold your hand. But
Here
you know
comes the
what?
sun.
Fucking, well, you know what? Fucking.
It's
guys
the
don't-
end of this joke. Let's go.
If you guys don't continue, I'm going to bring Maxwell's silver hammer down upon your heads.
Oh, nice.
Promise.
That's a good one.
All right. Number 8. Are you happy you were born when you were, or do you wish you had been born in some other time?
I was born too late to explore the Earth and too early to explore space. So I'd prefer to have been
feel
born.
But you were born at just the right time to browse dank memes.
You know, I'll take that.
It balances itself out at the end.
Reality can be whatever you want. And that does it for his questions.
Nice.
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 Now it's time for setting. Number 1. What is your favorite? Well, hold on. Let me do a refresh here.
Nope, yeah,
I
it's
gotta make
set.
sure I spread the love everywhere. everyone. Rav, do you want to take Sutton's questions?
Sure.
Go for it.
All right. Question number 1 from Sutton. What is your favorite meal, snack, or food stuff that is really unhealthy but so freaking delicious?
Easy answer would probably be like pizza, but I'm gonna go weird and just say chocolate chimichanga.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's real.
I have never tried it. I need to.
There was a Mexican restaurant near where I live. I think it's still there. I just haven't been there in like a decade. It's the best thing in the world. It's literally a deep fried burrito made out of chocolate.
And they're not there anymore. Why?
They killed off their clientele, clearly.
Yeah, that's
with
probably,
with heart attacks.
that's probably the most obvious answer, yeah.
All right. Speaking of heart attacks, number 2, what's your biggest or weirdest fear that you have?
Biggest fear? I've probably not freaked out about anything more than heights. I always had a height issue when I was a kid. Just couldn't handle ladders or anything like that. Weirdest fear? I fear someone going back in time and accidentally retconning something to make me or people I like stop existing.
Oh, that's a new one. We haven't had that one before.
Very sad, though.
That's very
yes.
distressing
I mean,
as a concept.
You asked for
Like, if
weird.
they're a time traveler, how would you know?
Oh, we did ask for weird, and you have delivered, sir.
Funny
OP,
enough,
OP has delivered.
funny enough, I think about the scenario often. And I think to myself, if I ended up back in my body back in 2000, whatever, how do I find you guys? And I know how to find 2 of you, but the rest I have no idea how to find.
I mean, if you know our names, you should be
But
able
there
to find us.
I do, but there was no Facebook back then.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Explain to Enigma how a rotary phone works and a phone book. All right.
Yay!
Question 3. Why is bagged milk the best milk? # wrong answer.
Canada was a mistake.
Thank you.
Expression.
Yes. Okay, somebody who agrees with me. I'm very happy.
All right. 4. What is your one annoying habit?
I have more than one, probably.
Feels.
What do you think is your most annoying habit in particular?
I like to break out into little song sometimes. I hum. That probably annoys people, but I do it anyway.
Good
I
job.
remember doing that as a kid, and I love to annoy people that way. Well, then that would lead to my own question. What song do you often find yourself most often humming?
Huh.
Or do you not notice?
I don't notice. It usually changes depending on what would be the most pun-worthy song for the occasion.
Oh. No, never mind. It's not topical. Anyways, speaking of songs, number 5, what is the theme song for your sex life?
It might be No Children by the Mountain Goats.
Wow, you are from Moo.
That is a good
Yeah.
one. Damn.
Oh my god.
Sweet mercy, that was a thing.
Oh god, that's like on par with the SpongeBob theme song. All right, so
No.
question 6: what anime by chance? If so, what are your favorites? Bonus points if you're a fan of Durarara.
Sadly, I never could get into Durarara. It came out right when I was kind of moving away from anime in general, just because I didn't have a lot of friends at the time who were into it, and just things were going on in my life, and I was not interested in anime at the time. My favorites? There's a lot of stuff from Adult Swim and Toonami, I guess, when they did like one-shot stuff. Big O.
Yeah.
Like, Big O. There was something about like, darn. I think Wolf's Rain. There was something about
Wolf's Rain.
witches. I like all the weird stuff that never got popular. So.
I know Wolf's Rain was pretty fucking popular. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, it really was. God, what was that one weird one? I mean, I found FLCL through Adult Swim.
Oh, that one. That's my favorite, hands down. Next question.
If you want one just as strange, there's an anime called Dead Leaves. It's only like 2 or 3 episodes long and is weird as shit.
I might have heard of it. I might have.
It was on Netflix ages ago. All right, so final question. Just how big is your porn stash?
Milk will judge you. Let us know how big it is.
I had to buy a solid state drive with 4 terabytes on it.
Jesus.
Dedicated to it?
I think we should move to the next question.
Whoa!
Look, if you've got one of those fucking loaded up, you are just well and good above what I am.
Milk, do you approve?
Very much so, and I would like a copy of this hard drive, please.
Did you push to talk so everyone could hear you approve?
I am pushing to talk right now.
Damn, everyone even heard. Ninja, you're approved by Milk. Holy shit, man.
I'm very aggressively pressing my buttons.
And in the background, we hear...
Nope, stop.
I've only done that a few times, guys.
I really don't want to know what guest you fapped to, but we're gonna move on to other guy who has their final question of the night.
It was a guest.
It was during Shitface Shitfix, wasn't it?
How does this picture make you feel?
Oh God, no!
Yes.
I'm a, to be slightly serious, I'm a little horrified just because if that thing ever decides to open its mouth, someone could just reach in and rip your heart out.
Which mouth? I mean,
That's the question, isn't it?
What if they both talk at the same time? What if they can sing in harmony?
That'd be amazing.
What if they sing "Don't Worry, Be Happy" the whole time?
Can I put my cock in both their mouths?
If you got far enough into one of the mouths, would your cock come out the other mouth?
I mean,
No,
both
I'm
job and a hand job at the same time.
I'm just saying, like, hole's a hole at this point. Fucking.
Any hole is a goal.
How does it just release a stream of white?
Are you
It's
saying
just,
That's how they
A cloud of
pencil? It
What?
swallows and spits at the same time.
Oh God! It does.
Oh, just.
You just come in one mouth, it just goes bleh and spits the cum out the other.
Out. Jesus Christ. Fucking
Why did
easy
you make this
easy
so
out.
sexual, Ninja?
Easy out.
I hate all of you.
Ninja, you made it so sexual, and you it's your fault.
Disturbing fact: the magic school bus could be inside your ass right now, and you wouldn't even know it.
I am so hurt inside.
You know,
You just
it's
hear
funny, that's one of 2
Carlos.
episodes I actually remember of that show.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's bring it in because we're out of questions in the thread.
I've got him.
Means it's time. Pencil, please take it away.
It's time for questions with Vylon.
Are you ready?
I don't think I can ever be ready, but okay.
This is the correct answer.
That's the correct answer. Yeah.
Vylon is known for asking distressing questions, like genuinely, really deeply distressing questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with a little role playing here. You want to role play along with us?
Oh dear. Okay.
I got
It's
this,
not
priest.
ERP.
I got
Well,
this.
actually,
I got
it
this,
is.
priest. Are you ready to go? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Go, please. Yes.
I'm gonna do the favorite one. I'm gonna do the classic.
Okay.
All right, priest, do you want to do it too?
No, please just do it.
Okay. You are a rapist, and you have cornered Fluttershy into an alley. She cowers before you, ears down, eyes brimming with tears, forelegs tucked on her chest, and a bruise on her side where you batted her out of the air with a pole when she tried to fly. You hear her weakly mumble a repeated apology through sobs, but you ignore that. Pray don't talk. She squeaks in fright when you grab her with your muscular arms and starts whimpering in tears as you glare at her in your grasp. You think that's really cute. You yank her tail out of the way and violently thrust into her.
Ah! She screams, please don't rape me.
You can't scrub the smug smirk off your face. Bwahaha, you roar in laughter. Too bad I already did. Fluttershy stops crying and looks at you incredulously.
Wait, is it already in?
She wiggles herself farther back onto your crotch. You feel all the feels. Will you fist fuck her to show your dominance or run away in shame and embarrassment?
I kill myself.
That's always an option! Priest, do you have it as well? Would you like to do one?
Yeah. Okay. There's a specific one that I want.
It's sorted by section. Is it necrophilia, pedophilia, zoophilia? What
I got it.
Okay, good. Do it.
I love how this was archived. Oh my god.
You are a necrophile, and you are attending your beautiful niece's funeral. As a sign of respect, you dab over her body and lay fidget spinners in her coffin. You also dab during her burial as she is lowered into the ground. That night, you dig up her body to give the love you promised to yourself that she'll take with her to the afterlife. Her insides are quite rigid because of the embalming fluids, but it still gives you enough stimulation to do the job. With a final thrust, you hilt into her and dab as you pour your creamy love into her. To your surprise, she also dabs. She's alive. You are immensely disappointed. Will you kill her yourself or dig up another body to get your rocks off?
You know what? I'm gonna say both and then kill myself.
Yay!
Flam, take the last one that Pencil's making you read.
Oh, God. Okay. Ah. You are a mother, and you have been helping your amputee son. I don't like where this is going. Your son lost his arm when he was 9, and now he is 14. In the past 3 months, you have been helping your son masturbate since he has no means of doing it himself, and has asked you to help him. You know that this is a natural part of boys growing up, and you do not want to deprive him of one more thing because of his disability. However, your husband doesn't know this, and you are not sure how to tell him. Would you rather participate in baby stomping or decapitated deep throating?
Let's just go with the second one, I guess.
Decapitated deep throating. Okay.
Killing
And then
yourself is
kill
also
myself.
an option.
Yeah,
And
killing
then kill
yourself.
myself.
And then kill yourself. Okay. There's been a lot
Well,
of killing yourself in this one. It's been a
It's
good
gonna be
time.
the strangest crime scene.
Yeah. I visualized it and I didn't want to, and now I have. Thank you for that.
Better movie than Seven. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I actually like that film.
Yeah, I was about to say, that is actually a fucking good movie. Shut up.
All right.
What's in
Without
the
further
box,
ado, we've only got a few minutes left. Ninja, if someone encounters this time capsule on the internet and decides, oh, fuck, Ninjadeadbeard's big and famous now, bigger than short skirts and explosions, I love him, how can I send him a message? How could they send you a message?
Just I guess comment on my my page on FimFic or on any of my stories. Seriously, I'm desperate for comments. It's the only thing that keeps me alive ever.
I feel this.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it. That's it. Right now, we're doing it. Everyone go comment on one of his stories.
Okay, I got you, fam. I'm gonna put waffles in the Barcast
It's waffle time.
waffle time. Let's aggressively love waffles. Here's the link. I'll post it. I'll post it in the chat as well. This is the link. Here's the link.
I'm at everyone.
Do it. Wait, you're gonna hold on. You're adding everyone in announcements?
Oh, I probably shouldn't do that.
You should not do that. They're gonna all downvote the story out of spite.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Never mind. I'll do it and promote things.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not here to make people feel bad. All right. Boom. Did it.
Yes.
Love you, Ninja.
Love you.
But
too.
without further ado, we are at the end of the cast. Ninja, you've been a great sport. Thank you for dealing with all of our bullshit.
It's been a trip.
It's been a time. Hopefully a time that is not completely lacking merit. But with that said, Milk, what are we doing next week?
Well, you know, you should probably say what we're doing next week, Priest, because I think you know.
I actually don't. What?
I know what we're doing next week. Would you like me to say what we're doing next week, Priest?
Yeah, Pencil, what are we doing?
It's Flutter Priest's big awesome birthday party. We're gonna have a birthday party for Priest.
Oh, God.
Get
All
the
right.
lube.
This is happening.
Also,
Get excited, I guess.
Also, Ninja, you're awesome. Just needed to say that.
Thank you. You're awesome too.
No.
Is there any last people you'd like to thank or shout out before we close things up?
Definitely, I would like to give a shout out to user Nyla for being my boss over at the reviewing group, as well as Apple Zombie and everybody else there who's just awesome. You know, Seraph and Stinium and all of them. And I don't know if she would care for the content of this this podcast, but my first editor, Tori and the Horse, she's basically the best person I've met through ponies. So,
Well, cool.
just
Until you met us, right? Until you met us, right?
No, she's
Right.
You're free to slap Enigma at this point.
Yes.
You're always free to slap.
Nice.
It's a Patreon tier. All right. without further ado, thank you everyone for listening to this edition of the Barcast. The highest cheerer for this week and bit donator was nobody because y'all are stingy assholes. No, I'm kidding. Please. No, we love you and every little bit helps, seriously. Your bartenders for this evening have been a non-pencil.
Waffles go brrr.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. Milk.
Waffles go burr.
Enigma.
I don't know, something about waffles.
Flame and Warfer.
Waffles go.
Rav.
No.
This is
Our
sound
He's whisking for the waffles.
Y'all are fucking terrible. Our amazing guest, Ninjadeadbeard.
Pancakes. Shit.
Shit, fuck.
And honestly, I'm more of a Belgian waffle guy.
Fuck
See you next week. Bye. Go away now.
Hey.
The podcast's over. Why are you still here?